Today you will be completing clues 1 and 2 for your Roadrunner packet. Now I know we introduced this on Friday, but I want to review a little bit of things. Okay, so we reread this first paragraph. Right, it says, remember, the speedy rogue is wearing a mask, a cloak, and a hat. Their identity is unknown. To stop this rogue runner, we are going to have to figure out who this criminal is, because no one on the police force is able to run fast enough to catch this thief. Okay, so what these clues are is they give you hints to help you eliminate suspects. Okay, so down here at the bottom, it says, the police have made a list of all possible suspects who can run extremely fast and could be the rogue runner. However, they urgently need a super math detective to help them solve this case and hopefully return the belongings to the people robbed. Okay, so you are the super math detective for this assignment. So open your packet to the next page and you will see the list of possible suspects. So you can see this list is really long, okay? And what our clues are going to do is help us decide if our suspect is male or female, what hair color they have, the color of their shoes, if they were tall or short, and where they are hiding. Okay, so there's one clue to help us eliminate the other options. Okay, and the one that fits every one of those 5 is your suspect. Okay, so we look down here at the bottom. It says, solve the clues and then cross the suspect off the list until one remains. The last suspect remaining is the identity of the rogue runner. The information that is in that suspect's remaining row will also tell you where you can find them if they are the rogue runner. Okay, so every single clue we do is going to help us eliminate something from one of these categories. So let's turn the page and let's look at how to do and how to set up our work for clue number 1. So for clue number 1, you will be writing ratios. So if we read the directions, it says, crack the code by writing ratios to describe the pictures in each row. Use your answer to match and place the letters in the boxes to reveal the first clue. Put the letter in every box that it matches your answer in. There may be more than one, okay? So that means if we look at this first problem, okay, it says, what is the ratio of triangles to circles in each row? Okay, so we look at this first one. It wants triangles first and then circles. Okay, so if I look right here, there's 2 triangles, which is why they have the 2 first, and 1, 2, 3 circles. So 2 to 3. And underneath that answer is the letter H. So up here, wherever I see a ratio of 2 to 3, I need to write the letter H. And I can see that that is in 2 different spots. So my clue has 2 H's in it. Now, just to help us out a little bit, in case you have questions on this packet where you need to ask the sub or a classmate, we're going to go through and we're going to number these problems, okay? So that first one was number 1. So on your paper, I want you to number them like I am. So there's number 1. The one underneath that is number 2. And underneath that is number 3. Okay, we're going to go straight down the page. So here's number 4. Here's number 5, here's number 6, here's number 7, and here's number 8. Okay. Then moving over to the other column, here's number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12. Oops. Let me erase that. Number 12, number 13, number 14, number 15, and number 16. Okay, so this first page has 16 problems on it. I want you to number yours the way I numbered mine. Okay, so now I want to look at number 12 in that last section, okay? So for this one, it says, what is the ratio of circles to total shapes? Now remember when you do that, okay, total means you have to add every single thing in your list together. So if I look at this example, there's 2 circles, so that's going to be my first number, and I'm going to use the colon. Remember, you can write these as a fraction, but in the clue they used a colon, so I'm using a colon. And then the total shapes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So my ratio is 2 to 4. Now remember, I would normally not leave it like that. Okay, I would simplify it by dividing these both by 2. Okay, which would give me a simplified ratio of 1 to 2. Okay, but for this packet, you can see up above that they have not simplified their ratios. Okay, so remember, we should simplify them if we have a test or a quiz, but on this packet they have not done so. So I'm looking for the ratio of 2 to 4. So I'm kind of gonna read through these really quick. Okay, I have 3 to 8, 3 to 5, 1 to 5, 1 to 4, 3 to 5, 2 to 6, 1 to 2. So nothing in the first word. 3 to 2, 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 1 to 2, 3 to 2, 2 to 5, 3 to 5, 2 to 1, 1 to 6, 1 to 4, 2 to 3, 3 to 2, 1 to 4, 1 to 4, 4 to 6, 1 to 3, 4 to 1, 1 to 6. Here is 2 to 4. Okay, and I'm going to keep going. 4 to 6, 3 to 5, 1 to 2, 3 to 2, 1 to 6, 3 to 5, 1 to 3, and 4 to 5. So there's only that one that is 2 to 4. And if I look underneath my clue, okay, it is the letter U. So I'm going to fill in that space with the letter U. Okay, now when you're all done with this clue number 1, all right, there will be a phrase up here that is going to help you answer one of those questions in your possible suspect. The clue might tell us about the suspect's hair color, if it's a male or a female, their shoe color, if they're tall or short, or where they are hiding. Okay, so when you are done with this page, you're going to go back to that possible suspect and circle all the ones that could possibly, or that fit the criteria we just found for clue number 1. One other thing before we move to clue number 2, okay, is down here at the bottom, you can see that some of the letters are cut off, okay? So before we move on, let's fill those in. So this letter for number 8 should be a Y. So make sure you can tell that that's a Y on your paper. And for number 16, the letter is G, okay? So please fill those in so that you know how to complete the puzzle. Okay, we do need to see your work for every one of these problems, even if you can guess the clue before you have finished the page. All right, so let's turn to clue number 2. All right, so this clue is kind of like our first one. We're going to answer all the problems. Okay, so it says crack the code by finding the unit rate. Use your answers to match and place the letters in the boxes to reveal the clue. Put the letter in every box that it matches in your answer. There may again be more than one. Okay, now really quick, remember a unit rate is per 1. Okay, it's that ratio where we have a number on the top and a 1 on the bottom. Okay, now this page, if you look at it, has a lot of problems, okay, but not very much workspace. So your work for this one needs to be on a separate page. And when you submit your picture, you need to make sure you include this page from your packet and your additional page of work. Okay, we don't want to see any work on this page. So the first thing we need to do again is number our problems. Okay, so I'm going to go down this first column first. So here we're going to have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9. Now if you look on number 9 again, that letter at the bottom is cut off in our printing. So we need to fill that in with the letter M. Okay, now let's move to the second column. So we are at number 9, so this is number 10, number 11, number 12, number 13, number 14, number 15, number 16, number 17, and number 18. Okay, and you can again tell number 18, that bottom number or letter is cut off, and this is actually the letter H. So make sure you add that in. Okay, so now it's going to be much easier to match our work with our answers. Okay, so even though number 1 has already been done for you, we're still going to add the work to our paper. Okay, so the top of this paper, okay, let's call it clue 2. Don't forget to put your name over here. Okay, and then let's start looking at number 1. Okay, the problem it tells us for number 1 is 12 chairs in 2 rows. So they're giving me the ratio of 12 to 2. Well, in order to get this bottom number to be a 1, I need to take this 2 divided by 2. And whatever I do to one part, I need to do the other. And 12 divided by 2 is 6. Okay, and if you look over here, they filled in 6 chairs per row. And that gave us the letter U. Okay, so when I look through here, right, I'm going to see wherever there's a 6 up in my clue. So 70, 46, 55. So here's a 6 in the first line. I'm going to put a U. I'm going to keep looking through and see if there's any other 6s. And here's another one. There's a U. Okay. And it looks like that's all of them. If I missed one, you can always add it in later. Okay. But there is our work for number 1. Okay. So number 2, your work is going to look almost the same, just with different numbers. So they're giving us the ratio of 20 push-ups in 2 days. So that ratio is 20 over 2. Again, I need to get that 1 on the bottom to make it a unit of rate. And in order to get 2 to become a 1, I divide it by 2. Whatever I do in the bottom, I do on the top. And 20 divided by 2 is 10. Okay, so my answer for number 2 is 10. Okay, so they are doing 10 push-ups per day. And the letter that goes with that one is O. So I'm again going to go up here, look for the answer of 10, put in the O, see if there's any other ones. Here's another one, O. Okay. Third row, there's an O right there. Fourth row, there's another 10, so I need an O. And I believe that is it. Okay, so again, if I missed one, you can always add it back in once you see that you missed it. All right, and then you're going to continue filling out this clue. Now again, when you submit your work, you should have work shown for all 18 of these problems. Okay, not just for 1 through 12, because you'll be able to figure out the clue. We want to see work for numbers 1 through 18. Okay, again, when you submit the picture for this clue, make sure you submit this page and the page of your work. Okay, then you're going to go back to the page that has your possible suspects and use the clue to decide which criteria again matches this hint. Okay. Tomorrow you will be working on clue 3, so make sure you use your time wisely to complete both these clues 1 and clue 2.